Hello, this is Mauricio from Rich Digital, and in this video I'm going to cover how to utilize the YouTube video editor in 2014. So the first thing we want to do is we want to look at the Creator Studio, which is a new feature that's actually just come through mid this year. So click on Creator Studio, and you'll notice now that you have a dashboard with a whole bunch of different statistics, and you're able to see your videos. But what we're interested in here is we're interested in the create part and the video editor. When you click on the video editor, it'll bring you to the video editor part. Another option you can do, if you find it easier, is you can simply just Google YouTube editor, and most likely it'll be the first link which will bring you there. So those are two ways to get to the editor. So once we're in the editor, we're able to create some videos. Now in this case I want to utilize the video that we'd uploaded previously. So if we have a quick look here, we have all the videos that are available that we've uploaded in the past. We can look for videos. We also have other options about what we can do to the video, which we'll go through later. We can name our video project also. In this case I'm also going to name this how to use the video editor in 2014. So that's the name of the video when it gets published. And we're going to start by simply dragging our video over to the timeline. So let's just have a quick look here. This is the video timeline.
Current.
Let me just pause that for a second, and I might just turn the volume down because it'll keep going on and off. So this is our video timeline, and there's also audio. If you had watched the previous video, how to sync audio, this one here is simply to add music on top, and we'll come back to that. So we mainly want to concentrate on the video timeline, which will allow us to do a few things to the video to enhance the video while we're here. So the first thing that I might do is stabilize the video. As you recall, I had a shaking hand when I was shooting this video, so I'm going to click on stabilize video, and it'll render. We can also preview side by side the difference between the two. So let's have a look at this, how it turns out. So the left side is the original, and the right side is now the new video. You can see how shaky my hand is there. You can see the difference. So I think I'll leave it at stabilize for now. I might also do an auto fix to see what it does in terms of the color. It's probably a bit too dark, so I might also change the brightness and contrast myself here, and maybe bring down the contrast a little bit. Probably a little bit more. Again, it depends on how you like your video to be. Sorry, take that off. Press brightness and contrast. And that looks a little bit better now, so yeah, contrast 3 will be great. So we'll have those. You could add a little bit of animation to it. For example, a video like this, if you wanted to add a little bit more interest, we could do a pan and zoom. It'll just add a little bit of little bit of movement to the video just to perhaps make it a little bit more lively, so we'll just add that. The next thing I'm going to do is look at the filters, and there's a whole bunch of filters you can utilize for the video to enhance them. You could perhaps use old style, which would give it a little bit of a grain look and feel to it. Let's try festival, see what that looks like. And that's just giving it a little bit of a glow, probably too much. Perhaps memory lane, it looks a little bit more, saturation is less, just give it a, and you can actually add multiple, as you can see, applied and apply. So we'll take off that. Yeah, I think I'll go with that. Just looks a little less saturated, just a little bit more life to the video. I might take off the preview side by side so I can just see all the things that I've applied to it a bit easier. So that's my video so far. I can also add text to the video, and we're going to enable the text here. And in this case, we're going to that's fine there. Position in the bottom, and I want the height to be a little bit smaller. It's a bit too large. Yeah, a bit too large. And we'll change the opacity of that. The text is also a bit too big, so we'll just go for an extra small. And there you go. I quite like that. Banner color, we like our reds, so we're going to go for actually an orange, so we'll go for a little orange. How to use the YouTube. Oops. Editor. 2014. So I'm happy with that. And let's just bring the audio back up. Okay. So there's a whole bunch of different effects that I've applied to our video. Now if we come down to audio, this is where we can, let's just close now. This is all the effects that we've applied to the video, so you can see that. So let's just close it for a minute, and it's going to show me how the video is looking, and here is what I spoke about earlier when I was uploading the video about Creative Commons. And there's a library of videos that available to us under the Creative Commons license. So there's a few videos you could pick and put into your work, or your video clip. For example, I might want to use a sky. So we could easily now drop this video into here, and we could potentially now use this particular video on our final composite. So I'll just use this to show you a couple of things about how to trim the video. So if we want to reduce the size of the video that we want to utilize, or just the time, so for example I might only want to use, say, 2 seconds of this video to start with, so only 2 seconds will play, and then our video will play after that. So let's play that again. Now what we can do now is we can actually utilize some transitions. So let's just close this panel because this is referring to the video here. So let's use our transitions we want to crossfade that, so there's a harsh cut there. So for example, I now want to crossfade that particular video onto this video. So we'll use that, and it's a 0.02 second transition, and there's a transition there from one video to another. So that's how you create transitions, and you can change the time of the transition. So if you want it to be a bit faster, you can create it to be a bit faster. Sorry, slower. Faster would mean you would bring it back this way, so it's a very quick fade. So you can see you can play with those. So it's just a matter of playing with those transitions. There's a whole bunch of transitions, crossfades, wipes, and you can easily trial them. Let's just mute the sound because it'll keep going. To get rid of a transition, you can simply just delete that. You can do the same thing to a video as well, or to this here. Another thing you may want to consider is also uploading say a front cover for your video. So in this case, I'm going to upload an image from my computer. So these photos that we've utilized in the past, we've uploaded, and you upload a photo by using the upload photos. Select the photo from your computer, and in this case I'm going to upload this one because it was one we've created for the thumbnails, which I'll go through later. And there is the image that I want to use. So I could simply now, and you could add more. So for example, one that we created earlier, which was used for one of our promo videos, we can select that to bring it into our library. So now we use the image instead. So we'll simply now place the image there, and we'll make it shorter as well. And now we're going to give it a transition. So we're going to use a transition of a cross blur, so you can see. And we'll play that from the start. So there is a little bit of playing around with the editor. There are some, since the changes came in, there seems to be some slight bugs, but for the most part it's just a matter of pursuing with it, and it seems to work fairly well. So you can see you can drag the timeline from where you want it to start. And you can continue to play with that until you're happy with it, the timing and all that sort of stuff. Now if you wanted to add audio, you can do so here. However, if you're doing talking videos, you don't really have much power over how to control the audio, so I suggest we don't use the audio track. But if it was a whole bunch of slides, for example, that you wanted to create with different steps and photographs and things like that, you could utilize an audio track. So for the video now, I will add a track so you can see what I'm talking about. And we'll just use some well, we can really choose any of these. You can search for a genre. So let's look for acoustic, and let's try this. Let's see what that sounds like. So there you are. There's a whole bunch of tracks you can use. You can simply do the same thing and drag and drop the soundtrack. So as you can see, my voice is not really being favored by the reduce the sound of it, perhaps as slow as we can, perhaps even a pan, and we can try that again to see what that's like.
Currently creating some video tutorials to accompany the workshop coming up on the 29th, so stay tuned to create 50 videos for the website.
So there you go, we've been able to add some audio there by simply adjusting the volume, also pan, which just gave it a little less audio on one side to the other, so the voice came through. Again, if you are making talking videos, you're probably not going to be wanting audio here. I may suggest you explore Windows Movie Maker to perhaps play more with your audio. But that's an example of how you could use that. So now that we have all that, we simply need to publish our video, and to do that, once you're happy with everything that you've got, we might perhaps add this image at the end again, and we might add another transition to finish it off. And let's try color blur as a final. We might do an orange, and let's see what our final looks like.
Currently creating some video tutorials to accompany the workshop coming up on the 29th, so stay tuned to create 50 videos for the website.
And there you go, color through. So I might bring this out a little bit.
The workshop.
We might just drag this out a bit more. And as I said, it is a little bit, at times it can be a little hard to use. But you just need to be persistent with it and keep playing. So let's have a look. I think there's got to be better timing there.
Currently creating some video tutorials to accompany the workshop coming up on the 29th, so stay tuned to create 50 videos for the website.
Could probably add maybe some text here as well, and we might do a zoom, put that in there, and let's make the background also orange, and we might put our URL in there. So different text that we can use for. Let's try that. Looks quite nice. Text is obviously too big, so we're going to make it extra small, so it fits. Probably still too small. Let's make it extra small. So let's just go and we'll make it shorter. So it's a matter of playing with all the different settings that you can use. So we'll just go extra small. And we'll add final cross blur at the end. So you can see how I'm able to use all the different
currently creating some video tutorials to accompany the workshop coming up on the 29th. So stay tuned. I had to create 50 videos for the website.
I like that to be a little bit longer. Okay, that's better. Let's have a look now. Let's play it all together.
Currently creating some video tutorials to accompany the workshop coming up on the 29th. So stay tuned. I had to create 50 videos for the website.
Excellent. So we've now able to create videos using the YouTube video editor. There is a lot of things that you can play with, so you just have to have some time, have a play with it. So remember, uploading videos, you uploaded, which we've shown you in the past. Once it's in your video library, it'll be on your library here that you can choose from. You can upload images as well, so you can use within your particular video. You can utilize music tracks that are available to you that are Creative Commons. Probably one thing to be aware of is also that if you use music, as you can see there, it may show ads on your video based on that type of music. So just have a look at all those if you're happy with them. The different transitions that you can use, so you can make your videos a bit more interesting if you're utilizing videos or other videos to cross over to, and also utilizing text within the video. So this allows us to create the video. So once we're happy with all that, we simply now publish our project. So we're going to hit publish, and it will create a version of this video. So we'll come back to this video once it's ready to go. It takes a little while to upload, to process, and once it's processed, we'll add a thumbnail and play with some of the annotations to complete our tutorial.